Hello students, in this video I am going to explain my new named reaction, that is diazotization reaction. Diazotization reaction, in this reaction only primary amine react with nitrous acid. Only primary amine react with nitrous acid and form diazonium salt. Here two things are needed, that here we use nitrous acid HNO2. It may be freshly prepared. And second thing is that here we can use only primary amines. It may be aliphatic primary amine and aromatic primary amine. It may be aliphatic primary amine and aromatic primary amine in this reaction, but secondary amine and tertiary amine we can not use in this reaction. So guys, let's see what happened in this reaction. Now let's see the reagents used. Reagents used. Number 1, the reagents used primary amine, aliphatic amine. It is aliphatic amine, primary aliphatic amine, and it also may be aromatic amine, but they must be primary amine, aryl amine or alkyl amine. Second reagent is HNO2, nitrous acid. Nitrous acid we use in this reaction. It may be freshly prepared. It may be freshly prepared in this reaction. Now let's guys, we see the reaction, whole reaction, what happened in this reaction. Now we see reaction. We see the reaction. Let's we see reaction. Reaction is when here we use nitrous acid. How we obtain freshly prepared nitric acid? When NaNO2 react with HCl, it forms HNO2, and this Na joined with Cl and NO2 joined with H forms HNO2 and NaCl. Here we obtain freshly prepared nitrous acid. Now guys, we see what happened in this reaction. First we react with the alkyl amine. This is primary alkyl amine. When it react with HNO2, from where HNO2 is come? It comes from NaNO2 and HCl. We take in the reaction NaNO2 HCl. It gives freshly prepared HNO2 and it forms alkyl diazonium salt. Here salt is chloride. Alkyl, here alkyl group is present, and alkyl di means two, azo means nitrogen, nitrogen has positive charge, so we called diazonium. Here chloride, here so we called alkyl diazonium chloride. Salt is chloride, alkyl diazonium chloride. If we take aryl amine, primary aryl amine, it may be aniline. This is aniline, and when it react with HNO2 in presence of NaNO2 and HCl, it gives freshly prepared HNO2 and it forms benzene diazonium salt. This is benzene, di means duo, azonium salt, benzene diazonium salt, benzene diazonium salt. Now guys, we see how reaction take place. Here we see the mechanism of the reaction. Now we see mechanism of reaction. Step 1, generation of electrophile. Electrophile here is nitrosonium ion. Electrophile is nitrosonium ion. Now guys, here we see how electrophile is formed. Let's we see when O double bond N, we can write nitrous acid like this. This oxygen get 2 lone pair of electron. When H, which is come from HCl, when H attack on this lone pair of electron, then what happen? This H take electron lone pair, so this oxygen get positive charge and 1 hydrogen is added here, and this bond break from here, and due to breaking of this bond, this nitrogen gets positive charge. Now we see what happen. O double bond N gets positive charge and H2O is released. This is called nitrosonium ion. This is electrophile. When electrophile once generated, this electrophile is stabilized by resonance. Here we see here lone pair present on oxygen. This lone pair comes here and O gets positive charge, and here triple bond form and so this this is stabilized by resonance. And when second step now comes, step second, attack of electrophile on primary amines. It may be aliphatic amine or aromatic amine, primary amine. Now here we see when alkyl amine, here we take alkyl amine, this nitrogen has lone pair of electron. When this electrophile comes in contact with primary amine, it acts as a nucleophile because it has 1 lone pair of electron, and this lone pair electron taken by electrophile. Then what happen? R and here H and H, and N is attached here and double bond O. Nitrogen gives electrons, so it gets positive charge on it. And what happened? To neutralize this positive charge, 1 hydrogen is released from here. To neutralize this positive charge, this hydrogen released from here, and let's we see what happened. R N, and 1 hydrogen is present here, and 1 hydrogen is present here, and N, single bond N and double bond O. Here guys, we see now what happened in this reaction. Let's see. Okay guys, when this nitrogen, this bond, when a proton now guys, we can see that this bond shift from here and to this nitrogen gets positive charge. To maintain this positive charge, this bond shift here, and the next what happened, this proton present, it shift on this oxygen. So guys, look here what happened. Here proton transfer take place. And tautomerization take place. Here we see clearly. Now guys, here we see clear this portion. We make this diagram like this. Here H and N, and we take this oxygen on the N. Here tautomerization, how it takes. Here we see clearly. Tautomerization, the condition tautomerization, this bond shift from here and this bond shift from here, and the proton transfer to this oxygen. This is known as tautomerization. This thing happened here. Okay guys, now the next compound is formed is R N double bond N and OH. Now guys, we are going towards our product diazonium salt. Here we see what happened. The proton released from here, it attack on this lone pair which is present on oxygen. H plus attack on this oxygen. So let's guys see what happened. This proton attack here and it forms R N double bond N O H and H, and it gets positive charge. So guys, what happened in this reaction? Here are water molecules released from here and this nitrogen get positive charge. So in next reaction, in next step, we see N double bond N and it gets positive charge and water molecule released from here. So guys, this nitrogen has one lone pair electron. This lone pair electron is shift here and the next structure is R N positive charge triple bond N. This structure is more stable than this structure, so this structure change into this structure, and here we get a cationic species and we get chloride ion from here and it attached with chloride ion and it forms diazonium alkyl diazonium chloride, alkyl diazonium salt. Like this we can make here. If here we take benzene diazonium aniline, if here we take aniline. Now let's see what happen when N double bond O react with this electrophile, react with this lone pair. It forms what happen, N H H N attached with this, and this is a oxygen. Here proton transfer take place, proton transfer and tautomerization take place like this. So guys, what happened, this electron shift here and this bond shift here because it get positive charge to neutralize this positive charge. This bond shift here, and this proton transferred to this oxygen. And what happened in next structure? Let's guys see what happened here. H and double bond N, double bond N, and O and H comes here. So guys, let's we see what happened in this reaction. Sorry guys, when nitrosonium ion is react with, say this nitrogen gets positive charge to neutralize this positive charge, this oxygen released from here, and so this hydrogen is not present here because one hydrogen is shift here and this hydrogen is not present here. Okay, so guys, here a H plus attack on this oxygen, So guys, what happened in next structure? N double bond N and O, H and H positive. Here water is released. So what happened in next structure? In next structure, N double bond N, this get positive charge and water is released from here. Here one lone pair is present on oxygen and this come here and it form a structure N positive charge, triple bond N. This structure is more stable than this. This is cationic species and chloride present in the reaction is come here and it forms salt. This is called benzene diazonium chloride. So guys, here diazotization reaction is finished. And guys, if you like this video and if you like my video, please subscribe my video. If you subscribe my video,